TNN Trap News Network, back in the same, like cook, cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. It's that knowledge you ain't finna get in nobody's college, man. Tap in with that tap in to make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me? Hit that notification bell. Hit all. Stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use. Knowledge you ain't finna get in nobody's college. You feel me? Hit that notification bell. Hit all. Stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest of everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use. Knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. We finna jump into this Kantiana. Excuse me. We finna jump into this Kantiana. And I need y'all to make sure that y'all are part of this Rich Trapper Mafia. If you want to be a Rich Trapper Trap News Network correspondent, make sure you hit me up on Instagram, TRAPNEWSNETWORX Trap News Network. Get into that if you ain't got into that to be a part of this Rich Trapper Mafia, the Trap News Network team. Apparently, they saying that, it's what we all knew. Kelsey is the one who pow Megan in the foot. You got Officer Rat Run Hunter, who's currently on the run. He's on the run right now, but we'll get into that next. He's the one speaking about it. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Chicks. You know what to do, Chicks move. Hey, Chicks move. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, BREAD Fox, reporting from the Chicks universe. And today there's actually been a groundbreaking update to the Tory Lanez case. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, I'm going to catch you up really quick. So, Tory Lanez is actually serving a 10-year prison sentence right now for allegedly, and yes, I said allegedly, even though he was proven guilty, allegedly shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the foot. Now, since the day it happened, Tory has proclaimed his innocence 100%. And the only third-party witness at the scene actually did say in court that he saw the shots coming from the passenger side window, and Tory allegedly was not in the passenger side window, but rather Kelsey was. It was very odd because Kelsey actually was granted immunity during the trial, and when she was asked if she shot Meg Thee Stallion, she actually pleaded the fifth. And on top of that, it was alleged that Kelsey had gunshot residue on her hand, but for some reason they never took her DNA.
Tory Lanez did not have a gunshot residue on his hand, but Kelsey did. I've been saying that.
There's a lot of holes in general in this entire case. And now today, there's been an update from Tory Lanez's actual legal team. Sit back and just take a listen.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. The passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete,
but
or did not...
We all have known this since day one, and it's crazy how now we're just seeing it, but, like... Particles.
Oh, Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Miss Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA, taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense?
Now, as you can
Damn, it's a whole lot of flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny involved in this.
hear, his legal team just said Kelsey's bodyguard actually came forward and decided that he needed to tell the truth. It turns out he was never under a non-disclosure agreement, which is absolutely crazy for the way that they were saying Kelsey was talking in front of him. From his own account, Kelsey admitted multiple times to shooting Meg Thee Stallion. In fact, he actually puts the whole story together and says, hey, she shot her 3 times. Tory actually tried to grab the gun from her. The gun then fell and then went off 2 more times, at which time, more than likely, it may or may not have struck Meg. Now, this is a groundbreaking development, and to be 100% honest,
It's what we've already known.
Meg Thee Stallion is starting to look extremely horrible. Why? Because she pointed Tory Lanez out and said that she, for a fact, saw Tory Lanez shoot her, and he even said, dance, B-word, dance. If
That was the most diabolical part when you said that man said dance, B-word, dance, and if that ends up not being true, you are a piece of SHIT is what we already know you are, but that's that.
this is a lie, Meg is going to be in a lot of trouble. Why? Because in the court of public opinion, it doesn't really look good when you lie, and she's already been caught lying once. As you guys remember, in that interview with NBC, when they asked her flat out if she had sexual relations with Tory, she said no, she never had sexual relations. And then later on, it came out during the court case that not only did they have sexual relations, they had a sexual relationship. At which point, she then came out and said, oh,
She sat on Gayle King and cried, I never did anything with him. Coming to find out she was slobbing his knob.
only like 1 time. However, we don't even believe that. You can even see them all cozied up in this video.
We had to come,
You know what's crazy? Kylie Jenner never had to testify in none of this. It's crazy how Kylie Jenner got away from this whole situation and it all happened at her house.
we had to come kill the streets for 5 minutes.
You know what?
I gotta turn up the music, the PD just made it.
Okay.
I'm good time niggas about you.
Tory, don't get my phone wet.
And in the video, of course, you see Kylie Jenner there, you see her there, you see Tory there, and as we all know, that would be the prelude to what is ended up being an extremely sad night for Tory.
I told all y'all, close to you.
Notice that Wack is out the country in this video. Wack is on a run, but that's the next video. Notice that he's out the country talking about it, but we're going to talk about why Wack is out the country in our next video. Don't worry about that.
Year ago. Well, even prior to, Tory didn't shoot that girl. I told y'all, Tory did not shoot that girl. All y'all that was pro this, pro that, now y'all got to pay attention to the bigger play. Y'all heard the lady. See, I didn't know nothing about the security guard coming forward, telling the truth. I knew that the DNA came back 100% not him.
We all knew
And they
that.
kept it from him doing trial, and they used the other one. That said it could be, maybe it can't be. It was 3 tests. 2 of them came back 100% not him after the fact. I told y'all Tory to shoot that girl. Then the day after, they go submit the new evidence of the security guard saying he witnessed who pulled the trigger. Tory get hit 14 times.
Because he didn't pay that protection to you and you put that hit on him.
Told y'all Monday, I said somebody sent that at him. I
You.
talked to him too
You did. Because you said that you were going to protect him and he stopped paying his protection. You sent that at him. So yeah, there's that.
much. His spirit, his soul, his attitude. I'm listening to people come to his door when you're on his little iPad talking to me. Everybody helping, every 10 out of 10 people. Hey, Tory, you think you, yeah, I'm gonna make that call. Hey, Tory, thanks, bro, that happened for me. I'm hearing it.
We don't want to hear no more of that.
Free Tory.
We don't want to hear that weak shit no more.
Bro, be home. That which couldn't kill.
And you going. You ain't coming home, though. When they get you, you ain't going home. Stay on the run.
Actually savagely attacked. And he was attacked, he was stabbed 14 times. So you mean to tell me this man went through all these things for simply trying to stop somebody from shooting somebody, this is really, really, really a tragedy. If this does end up being true, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, Rock Nation, you will crumble. Nah, I'm joking. It's gonna be interesting to see that if all of this comes out to be true, that Tory is innocent and Meg willingly lied, it's gonna be interesting to see how the industry in general shifts away from her. Does she get dropped by her management? Does she get dropped by her label? Does she start losing fans? Does she start losing traction? Does she start selling a lot less? Does she start losing bookings?
She already ain't selling. Ain't nobody buying that shit.
Does she go into isolation? Does she even tell the truth? Does she take accountability? These are gonna...
We about to the next one, though. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Shout out to Chicks Moving, Brad Fox. We going to the next one. Free Avenue Angels. He's free. We go.